and ride it. Come on, ride the train and ride it. I like it. Ride it. That's how I used to dance it.
Hey guys!
Train.
We're bringing it back 90s style.
Come on, ride it.
This is my favorite part of all the part.
I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. South, yo, we play this game. It's the Quad City Thinkers, and yo, we call it the train. So if you wanna ride the train, you're gonna ride.
That's impressive.
Anytime you wanna go this train.
Your sister and your friend.
That is impressive. Well done, Aubry.
Yeah. I was telling Margot the fun fact about this song, because she chose the song. And my fun fact is I have danced with Justin Timberlake to this song.
Well, I will cheers to that.
Cheers.
How was dancing to that song with Justin?
It was in a back-to-school rally. I'm from Florida, and all of those boy bands are from Florida, so all of their, training exercises where they groomed them were after-school rallies. So it was like a stay-in-school rally. And then he had it was the blonde ramen.
Oh, nice.
Curly hair Justin.
Oh, gross. Not Justin's best, period.
Yeah, no. But I still loved it.
Hi, everybody. Hi. Welcome to Tea Time with Team Epic Reads.
Cheers.
Cheers to you. We were so in sync for that.
Oh my God. So
We're on a roll today. We're on a roll.
It's good.
Raquel Romero says, Aubry, I love your shirt.
Oh, thank you, polka dotties. Oh, we also, Margot and I have Christmas pants on.
She's got green, I've got red, she's got polka dots, I've got stripes.
What? See, we are yin and yang, and we are in sync.
If this is your first time at Tea Time, this is our weekly live video chat where we get a little nerdy and talk about books and other things.
Things we love, and we drink tea, and we snack. I brought a Ziploc bag of pistachio nuts.
And we hang out with our mascot. Snarkles. I like that you just brought, goodies from home.
You know.
We should brown bag it sometime. Just, bring our little lunch.
Well, you need sustenance sometimes.
If you are on Twitter, you can tweet along and use the hashtag Tea Time, or just at Epic Reads and chat with other people who are watching.
And every week there's always a giveaway, so if you're chatting with the hashtag, you're automatically entered to win the giveaway.
This week's giveaway, we're giving away
merch.
10 of you will win either a pitch dark pillow or an Epic Reads pillow. So you can read and snuggle.
Read and snuggle with us all the time.
We can be in your homes and in your hearts.
Your homes and your hearts.
So what are you reading this week? I'm going to check in with Twitter.
I am reading... Oops, here we are. I just started. I got food poisoning.
That sucks.
So it really impacted my reading time because I was occupied. But yesterday I started Across the Star-Swept Sea.
That's a hard one to say. Across the Stars. Try to say it 6 times. Across the Star-Swept Sea.
Across the Star-Swept Sea.
It's
like a theater student should practice this for their
unique New York.
Across the Star-Swept Sea.
I can't. I'm done.
I'm really enjoying it. I had actually didn't know much about it, and I liked going into it. It immediately kicks off right in the world, and you have to start running and going with it. It's a lot of fun. It's about this is a Scarlet Pimpernel. It's like a sci-fi dystopian feel. And there's a girl who's a spy, and a lot of the things is what they're doing is there's a revolution where the people in charge are drugging their enemies to make them brain dead and stupid. Or
interesting.
That's a
tactic no one's used before.
They call it reduction and reducing. It's really, really interesting.
Which is very similar to her first book in For Darkness Shows the Stars. It all talks about the reducted class.
Oh, well, it's probably a companion then.
Oh, it's because
a companion. There's a whole history that's happened before, but you don't need to know that to jump into the story because I didn't read For Darkness Shows the Stars, but I'm liking the world a lot.
So, I'm checking in with Twitter here. Chandra at Brownie Daisy, probably said that wrong. This is her first tea time.
Welcome.
Cheers.
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 And a little book shimmy.
Little snarkle squeak.
Ooh, you get the whole shebang.
Whatever. I can't think of the word. Let's see who else is in here. Meredith Moresco says, I'm reading Frozen by Melissa De La Cruz. It's okay so far. Hoping it gets better.
Sarah at Book Nerd is reading The Elite.
Yes.
Have you gotten to the feels?
There's so many of them.
There's a scene in a public square that ripped my heart out. I'll just say that.
Why? I feel
just
like
took it.
authors, I feel like they're just like evil in a way. How they just play with your emotions. It's like
Reels.
I wonder if an author is like writing a scene and they're just like,
I think
know this is gonna destroy everyone. Do you think that? I feel like as an author, I would be.
There are some. I mean, definitely. Who is it? George R.R. Martin is very public.
Oh,
he enjoys it.
He's a little.
I also think that on a separate note, the creator of Breaking Bad, is doing the same thing.
Okay,
right
do any of you watch Breaking Bad? Because she needs somebody to talk to. Because I don't watch it, and nobody else on our floor watches it. And she comes in every Monday morning just like wrecked and destroyed, and just like can't talk. She's like, I just can't.
I literally can't talk about it right now.
No.
We have to move on, or I will crawl under the table and not continue.
Okay.
So let's move on.
Okay.
Feel free to tweet at me if you want to talk about your pain.
Rachel says that scene in Elite ripped my heart out too. Authors are evil.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Margot, what are you reading this week?
I am reading, I'm actually reading a couple of things. I forgot to bring it, but I am reading an adult book, doing that whole crossover thing. I'm reading Margaret Atwood's Mad Adam trilogy, and I'm starting with the second book first. I don't know why I decided to do that, but I am. It's The Year of the Flood. I love Margaret Atwood's writing. But I'm also going to start reading Two Boys Kissing by David Levithan. I finally got my copy back, and I can't wait to start reading this.
I've been asking you to borrow it. And
I know.
She's like, nope, I'm reading it.
Well, I loaned you a book a while ago, and I still haven't gotten it back. Okay. She has my copy of The Diviners. Oh! So that's what I'm reading. Going to read. Let's see.
What are you guys reading?
What are you reading? Holly Lawson says, I'm reading Mark of Athena and Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Ooh, I love Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
42. That's all. I love that. And I like the movie, too. I know a lot of people didn't like the movie, but I did. Let's see. What else are you guys reading here?
I see a lot of you feel my Breaking Bad pain. Yeah, just let's take it offline off of this. This is not the time and the space. Mainly because I need to be under a table.
You can tweet her at Mrs. APF.
Yeah.
Tweet her about your Breaking Bad feels.
My whole Twitter right now is Breaking Bad feelings.
Shay Pease says, I'm reading Deception. Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. Let's see. Lots of Andy Estrada says this is for writers writing feel emotional scenes. It's like, oh, did that hurt? Let me rub some salt in it. If I was an author, I would have like a signature evil laugh.
Yeah, we should interview authors and ask for their evil laughs.
I see Romilly Bernard is watching. She's the author of Find Me. So Romilly, if you have an evil laugh, please vine it
to us right now,
or send us a video or
pressure.
upload it. Show us your evil author laugh.
That makes me think of Dr. Horrible blog.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I was about to go into Whedon.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So, new releases this week. We have The Taming of the Tights by Louise Rennison. This is the final book in her series, the retelling, like the Georgia Nicholson series.
Yes.
And we're doing
No, it's the Tallulah Casey.
Is it?
Yes.
Right.
It's like the theater. Georgia Nicholson is the full... The
other series, but they're
snogging.
Connected.
I think so.
I think they're in the same world.
This is
Tallulah Casey, yes.
This is my
theater nerd. I really want to like work my way through Louise Rennison. I'll just keep going. You keep dancing.
I get excited about theater nerd references So, you know.
But we're doing a British-themed giveaway over on storycrush.com. You can enter to win a gift basket. There will be some tea in it.
Ooh,
some tea and
fancy.
biscuits. And some other items. So you can just go over to storycrush.com to enter to win that. So this is out.
That's fun. Also, I saw somebody on some social space said, there's an owl in a hat on the cover.
Isn't it cute?
I must read it.
I think.
And whoever tweeted that, you make excellent decisions in life.
A Midsummer Night's Dream has the owl as well, but he does not have the
He's definitely a
hat.
character in the book, and I might have been in a meeting where they were discussing the different owls in the covers.
I wish I had
Which
the
was a
first
lot of
book.
fun and interesting.
I don't remember if the first book has an owl on it. I'm sure it does.
And I also love that it looks like a tights packaging.
It's so cute. It's so cute. Also new this week is Once We Were, the sequel to What's Left of Me by Kat Zhang. Has anybody read this? What are they thinking? What's Left of Me is awesome. We just did a reread of this on Instagram last week. I just love these covers. I wonder what it looks like. Does it have one of those secret
You're
things?
undressing.
I'm sorry. I like to undress books, all right?
Oh, no, I just like the shade of it.
See, I don't know.
It's a
the
gray.
lighting is, yeah, it's a nice gray. It's pretty with it.
Whoops. Here's the undressing of... The title is bold and
That's
that.
pretty.
I like it.
It'd be cool if it was like a little owl.
Oh, the little owl.
I like the little owl. We just posted a guest blog post from Kat Zhang up on the Pitch Dark blog that talks about she got to interview the girl that's in the book trailer. It's featured in her book trailer.
Those book trailers are fun.
Yeah, they are cool. So that's new this week. Let's see. Also new, we have Dark Days book, The Burning Sky, animated GIF.
I had so much fun with this book.
This book is it is magical. It's fantastical. It's like not parallel universes, but it's like there's the magic world and then there's the real world and there's magic carpets.
What do they call them? I mean, what is it called?
The elemental mage.
Yeah, the mage. Those aren't the worlds, though.
No, but that's
they're
what
just
they're
realms.
called. The people who like can
do
magic,
and
do
they
things
with the elements.
Yes. Titus is an awesome guy character in this.
Yes.
That was such an awesome reaction there. Vanessa Ramos says, "The burning sky, swoon must own pronto."
Oh, it's so good. First of all, I'm a fan of horses. There's flying ones in here. There are. And that's cool.
That's really cool. And he's like, does he have wings? He's got wings, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like dark, I can't remember because I read it a while ago.
Yeah. He's a dark.
He's a big horse, right?
And Titus rides him.
I feel like we should be making flying horses a thing, like a real thing. Like I feel like we should be.
Technology is advanced.
Let's
enough.
spend money.
Let's be
not
honest.
on wars, but on making flying horses.
Yeah. Come on, that's a cause everyone can get behind.
Do it. Kevin Meyer says, "The Burning Sky was so awesome. It is everything I love thrown into one."
It is like she is so good, and I
bit of
cannot wait.
Mm-hmm.
It is a series, and it's definitely one that is like, yes, give me more, give me more, give me more.
It's that Britney Spears song, "Give Me More." Sorry, she's on my mind with her new song.
We're at odds. I like it. Margot doesn't.
I don't, but the title of her song also needs a comma, and that's why it
Yeah.
bothers
Oh, yeah. Guess what time it is?
It's 3:59.
Oh! And do you know what that means? That means that your doppelganger is doing something out there somewhere.
What do you think? Okay, this book is all about doppelgangers.
And at 3:59, their worlds overlap for 12 hours.
There we go. I like that.
Ooh.
It's a little creepy.
That's a little creepy.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think your doppelganger is doing right now?
Riding on a flying horse.
I'm jealous. I feel like
What's your doppelganger doing right now?
eating donuts.
I want to hang out with her instead of you.
My doppelganger is way cooler than me. I feel like every time I talk about it, like if I had a doppelganger, they would always be doing something cooler.
What are your guys' doppelgangers doing? Because it's 3:59. I feel like everywhere from now on at 3:59, book shimmy.
Everybody has a book shimmy at 3:59.
Everyone has to book shimmy. Or you think about your doppelganger.
Think about your doppelganger. Be like, "What's up, doppelganger? What are you doing?"
If you're a regular weekly watcher, you know that I'm in the middle of a big Fringe
Yes.
kind of binge, and there's the Doppelgangers have just come in big time. So Doppelgangers are blowing my mind this week.
Sarah M. says her doppelganger is joyously napping. Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Happy Me 13. Whoa, that surprised me.
Yeah. Cupcake Girly says her doppelganger is eating cupcakes. Right?
Ooh.
Our doppelgangers are all like eating good things.
Or napping. What does that say about us as people?
Nova Lee says my doppelganger is probably burning books opposite of me, you know?
Oh,
so your doppelganger is evil. I always think mine is just a gluttonous.
What is my
badass.
evil doppelganger doing?
My favorite Fangirl Squared just reminded me that my favorite doppelganger, like pop culture doppelganger, is Elena and Catherine on The Vampire Diaries.
Oh,
they're excellent. I like watching Nina Dobrev do the duel.
This is like a nerdy pop culture question. Do doppelgangers have to be evil? I mean, I feel typically yes.
I
right?
read that according to Wikipedia, which, you know, not always reliable, but I think in like lore, the doppelganger is usually evil. It's like associated with the evil twin.
But what if you're the evil one?
This whole tea time is just gonna be like peppered with evil laughs here. Somebody said fringe feels.
Oh, yeah.
Emily and M's Reads Why says, my doppelganger is at the bookstore with coffee.
Yeah.
Ooh, I want to be with your doppelganger.
I kind of want to think what evil doppelganger Aubry is. Mm-hmm. I'm really interested in that. I don't know what my evil sides are.
Let's see, does this one have anything cool underneath? Oh, it's got just a little...
Oh, yeah. Two-toned.
Just a little...
We like it.
Little 359.
So 359 is actually out this week.
Gretchen McNeil.
By Gretchen McNeil. She knows how to creep you out.
Yeah,
She's the author of 10 and Possesses, and her covers are pretty creepy.
They're pretty cool. Like, this is like...
Yeah.
A little... Ooh, yeah.
Ooh.
So,
what else is in the news?
Those are what we have new this week. But let's see what else happened this week in the news.
Two of our faves. They got married. Like, wow. They dropped it. They were a real couple and made all of our dreams come true.
And then we're like, yo, we're engaged.
And then they double made our dreams come true and got married.
And they're over in the Middle East on honeymoon. How cool is that?
That's fun. They're like the coolest people ever. Let's book shimmy for them. Let's sing Snarkles
Mazel tov. Oh my god.
I feel bad for everyone else in our office.
I know. Sorry, we're probably so loud.
We're so loud always.
Nah.
Ooh, Alex, Blogger Fangirl says, don't fall in love with doppelgangers.
It'll end in heartbreak every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
I hope you're not warning me about Fringe.
No. Faux Livia. She just discovered about Faux Livia. Anyway.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. If you haven't watched Fringe, you should do it. So let's see. What else happened in this in the news this week?
It brings us...
This got banned.
Boom. And it is... 2013.
Right. Yeah, we are in the future, correct?
Yes.
I'm not time warping to the 40s, 50s,
Nope.
20s, 1800s.
Nope.
Caveman days.
Nope.
This is...
Nope. 2013.
This is the era where Britney Spears is a responsible mother, correct?
Yes. And Miley Cyrus was naked on a wrecking ball.
Okay. This is the era where internet exists.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. We're on it.
Okay. Let's see what else to just make sure that things are happening. I don't know. Does Epic Reads exist?
Yes.
Oh.
It's
okay. Then it must be 2013.
It must.
So
why is books getting banned?
What? Hulk smash! Oh.
Okay, guys, we need to calm down and let's talk about this.
Okay.
Margot printed out the official.
All right. First
complaint about Eleanor and Park.
Before we get into Eleanor and Park, let's just talk about in general, the main reasons that books get banned, and the reason we're also talking about this because next week is Banned Books Week, which was...
It's a super important week. You guys can go to bannedbooksweek.com. There's a whole bunch of information on how you can support banned books. Epic Reads will be doing a lot of fun stuff.
Yep.
So get involved. Read a banned book next week. But we're going to talk today about why it's important.
So a lot of reasons books get banned. They're all of them dumb. Because books shouldn't be banned.
Here's another little... Look, we did, like, reports.
We did a little research.
So these are some of the top banned books of history.
Most of them get banned for language, content, and just general, it's not age appropriate.
The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn was banned because it was trash and suitable only for the slums.
Ugh. But, I mean, is it still getting banned? I bet it is.
I mean, everywhere. Here's the thing. It's like, books I don't think get banned as widely as they used to.
No, but they get challenged.
They can be challenged on a regular basis.
In case you didn't know, like, when you ban a book, it doesn't mean that the book just no longer ceases to exist. It's usually that a book has been posted in, like, a library or school library or is on a reading list or a required reading list for school, and then the parents typically get involved and decide that...
To have it removed.
Right, decide this is not okay, I don't want my kid reading this, and then typically a lot of the times, like the schools they cave in, and then that book gets taken out of the school library or the public library.
It's just limiting access to books. It's not big, like it is 2013, we're not in an age where books are being burned in piles anymore, but even on the smallest scale of censorship and telling people what we can and can't read is against everything.
Yep. Agreed. So let's see, Catcher in the Rye is one of the most common... These are all the most commonly banned books because it was negative, foul, filthy, and undermines morality. Sure. All right, we'll go with that. Leaves of Grass, my very favorite book of poetry by Walt Whitman because it's filthy. Filthy. I mean, he does talk about New York, and New York is filthy at that time.
Also, a textbook for women, Our Bodies, Ourselves, Boston Women's Health Book.
It was banned for saying the word vagina.
Yep.
A woman's book. Coolio.
Health book.
Health book.
My favorite book, The Scarlet Letter.
Of course. That's way too saucy.
It's way too saucy. Because it was pornographic and obscene.
I know, right? Hester Prynne.
That's the point of the story. The stories we need to learn.
Where the Wild Things Are was banned. Let's see. Because it was dark and disturbing nature.
Let's see what you guys have to say. I feel like I'm going to turn red in the face.
Yeah. So those are just some of the most commonly, and you have another Maurice Sendak.
Maurice Sendak is a HarperCollins author who gets banned all the time.
He gets banned a lot.
In the Night Kitchen gets banned all the time because
you see his peen.
There's a little boy
peen.
Wait, where is it? Oh, wait, hold on.
Look away if illustrated children bother you. Oh, there it is. There we go.
He's fallen into the batter.
He's taken a bathtub or a bath in the batter.
So that made it that you could not read this classic by Maurice Sendak by a world-renowned, award-winning author. They said no, thank you.
Because a little peen. I just like saying peen. So that brings us to Eleanor and Park, which the news broke yesterday that this book was challenged and then ultimately banned in a county. And I got a hold of the actual report that the parents filed with, like, the school and library board. Warning, this document contains extreme profanity and adult subject matter. Eleanor and Park was banned because of bad language. Now, I love bad words. I love them. I love saying bad words. You know why? Because bad words, in my mind, are the pepper. They're the spice of language. And you know what? You don't like spicy food?
That's fine. Don't order the spicy food. But just because you don't like spicy food doesn't mean you can go around and steal everybody's sriracha bottles from anybody else in the restaurant just because you can't tolerate it, okay? Because I love spicy food, and many of the other people in the restaurant like spicy food.
I like spicy food.
But just because it offends you, that's fine. It's your right to be offended. But don't take my sriracha away. The end.
End scene.
End scene. But seriously.
I think that what makes me very, very, very angry is it's not your right to tell me. It's one thing if a teacher was saying, this is required reading, your child must read this book. But this was a book that was just on a list of summer reading. I feel like if you don't want your kids reading it, you look into the book and you figure it out. Don't take it away from other kids that might enjoy it and might be affected by the story. And it might be the story that they need at that moment. Like, come on, man.
But this is like when you see words that offend you and you're offended, this is like, that's a great opportunity for you to talk to your child and talk to your teen about why that offends you and why that upsets you and why it's bad and why are these characters saying all of these dirty words. Here's some the words. They went through and they listed them out.
Ooh.
So why they want to know, like, why, just talk about it. I think, in the words of
stories are supposed to bring discussion and everything. Like the Scarlet Letter. It's not saying, like, go out and...
Right.
It's like, look at all these horrible things and what she's had to go through because of decisions she's made in her life.
In the words of Jim Carrey from the 90s, if we all just take a moment to talk to our children, everything will be okay. And that's like really what the issue here is. The issue here isn't that these things are bad for you, because seriously, they're books. They're not bad for you. The problem here is that you're unsure of how to open a dialogue with your child about the things that bother you or upset you. And so your reaction to that is to just take it away, to just not talk about it, because that's how you handle things. Oh, war sucks, so we're not going to teach you war, or we're going to teach you about the consequences of war, or how to avoid going into war. We're just going to, it never happened. Like, it never happened.
It's a really upsetting and scary trend. And also... in this document, their reasons for also their backup was saying that if this was made into a TV show...
this is so ridiculous.
If this was made into a TV show, it wouldn't be allowed on TV, or it'd be rated R or on HBO.
Because of those bad words.
If it was in the movie, it'd be rated R. I call shenanigans.
It wouldn't be rated PG-13 because of the bad words. Let's take a look at some of the other PG-13 movies that are out there that are suitable for 13-year-olds. I mean, The Dark Knight Rises, that was PG-13. The Avengers, The Hunger Games.
Children killing children.
Yes, people blowing up things. Bane taking over the city and torturing people. Even The Notebook, that was PG-13. And you saw some tatas in there. So
the Titanic as well.
Yeah, so
I was shocked. I was not 13 when I saw it.
So if you're going to get all upset about things like that, then I just feel like it's a losing battle.
It is a losing battle, and just talk about it.
I know, but I feel like, then again, it's like getting worked up and getting really upset about, when books get banned or challenged. It's exhausting because it's always going to happen. It's never going to change, because as long as there's books out there that could offend people, they will offend people.
So the only thing that we can do is have things like Banned Book Week.
Correct.
Bing!
And we can bring awareness, and we can help, like, just educate people on... I think there's people out there that probably aren't even aware that books are still being banned. Books like Eleanor and Park. Just came out. Language. They completely glossed over the whole message of this book of, like, love and finding yourself and, like, there's just so many wonderful things about this book, and they chose to focus on dirty words that the main characters don't even say. It's always, like, the antagonists are the ones that are saying all the bad language, as if words could be bad.
Oh, man. I just, like, read a Banned Book, please. Follow us. Follow bannedbookweek.com and find out a list of books that you can support. They're very important stories. And don't shut out a story for things that other people are offended about. That's the message. That's the moral of today's story.
The more you know, NBC logo. I don't know about you, but whenever I hear about a book being banned or challenged, it makes me immediately want to read it more.
Yes. Yes. Do you guys have that feeling?
Like, when I read it, I was like, I'm going to go read that again.
Today.
Yeah. Like, I don't know why it makes me, maybe it's just some contrarian or I'm a rebel.
I mean, here's the thing. I've mentioned this before, I grew up in a very religious home, and I wasn't allowed access, and my mom did not let me read a lot of things outside of the Chronicles of Narnia.
Mm-hmm.
But my mother was never going to tell other parents how to do things.
Right.
You know, like,
as a parent, you have the right to decide for your child what is appropriate and what is inappropriate, but you don't have the right to tell other children what they can or can't read.
That's the basis. My mom decided she wanted me to raise that way. She kept things for me. I wasn't allowed to watch Scooby-Doo.
Mm-hmm.
There were certain things that I wasn't allowed to see, but I respect my mom in the fact that, like, that was never taken outside of...
Right. But it was just within your own family. It wasn't like, okay, this really bothers me, so I'm going to go to the school board and make sure that nobody else can read it because I don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, none of that.
Yeah. And I missed out on a lot of cool stories that I probably would have liked.
You should go back through and, like, read the ones that you missed out in middle school.
I think that when you're a teen, sometimes that, like, I am a little jealous. People read Catcher in the Rye right at that age. Like, I read Catcher in the Rye as an adult, and it didn't hit the note that it seems to have hit with a whole bunch of other people.
Right.
And I feel like maybe I missed it at that age that I needed it. And I think there are some stories that need to find you at a certain age, and maybe I missed out on that.
So be a book rebel. Mm-hmm. Read whatever you want, because that's okay. And just get out there and tell all your friends to read banned books next week. Join the campaign. You can use the hashtags. There's Banned Books Week on Facebook, and there's a blog, and they're everywhere. Yeah. So we'll talk more about Banned Books Week when it's actually Banned Books Week next week.
So help us out if you guys know of, like, banned books that are recent. Like, we know the big ones. We know these 10, the Adventures of Huckleberry Finn.
The Hunger Games.
The Hunger Games, we have those. But if you know about books that have been banned in your communities or whatever, let us know, and we'll have a comprehensive...
Yeah, like, let's see what's, like, been banned and challenged that's recent, that's new stuff, and...
So we can go support them together.
Exactly. Support the authors, support the schools, support the libraries who want to get the books out there.
So be prepared next week to shout it loud and proud if you want to read banned books.
Mm-hmm.
Read them. Let's check in.
I
feel like we haven't checked in.
We haven't checked in. We kind of went off on some rants in there. Risby says we should have book rebel t-shirts.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Maybe we should make some for next week.
Oh, Megan at Rev Wonderland said, my parents censored everything in my life except books.
See?
That's nice. I feel like that's the one thing that doesn't, like, TV probably needs to be censored because it's getting out of control a little bit.
Like, sometimes I wish that my parents had censored a little bit more when I was a child.
Yeah?
Because my parents were doctors and scientists, so I grew up knowing too many weird things. But they did censor Beavis and Butthead. MTV got censored for me, like... Especially after Columbine, a lot of things got censored for me. Mostly because I think my parents weren't knowledgewhat, and they were afraid, they were scared, and that's what, like, made them censor MTV for us. But
what was I gonna say? I think like books are. Most of the time, books aren't set out there to be raunchy, I feel like.
Oh, yeah, that was one of the other reasons why Eleanor and Park got banned, because they said it was pornography. I don't want to spoil anything, but it's not pornography. And I guess they used the Webster dictionary definition of pornography to label this as that it is the sole purpose is for, I think it's a page before the MPA, is to elicit sexual arousal. I'm pretty sure Rainbow Rowell's point of this book was not to arouse people, but was to just tell a good story.
Yeah.
So if this is their definition of pornography, what do they think of actual pornography? I feel like their
tizzy
minds just explode. Like, does not compute.
Also, people have a lot of... This is a hefty document.
It's a very hefty document. Everybody can download it. I will post the link to that. If anybody else has the link, there is you can download this entire PDF. It'd be great to discuss it with your family, with your friends, in your book clubs, whatever.
Yeah. And we'd love to hear people who have countering arguments. I like playing devil's advocate.
Of course.
You're wrong. Sierra at Lost at Midnight said, Looking for Alaska by John Green has been banned a lot.
Yeah, I bet a lot of his books.
I haven't read Looking for Alaska.
Nifty YA reader asks, not a lot of books get banned in Canada, right?
I don't know.
Canada? Canada, tell us.
Tell us.
Let's see. Disturbingly, Nick says, I always read a banned book during banned books week, even though I read them all the time anyway. That's good. So everybody
Thumbs
just
up.
Be proactive. You guys are all huge book nerds, and you all love books, and so get in on the banned books week with us.
Yeah.
Hillary at BookL93, I think everyone should have the right to do what they want and read what they want. Amen, sister.
Let's see. Snarkle approves.
Snarkle approves.
We should just send Snarkles as a banned book overlord thug.
Emily at Ends Reads YA says, I pledge to be a book rebel. Hashtag book rebel.
Hashtag.
Let's see.
Ooh, boy.
Oh, lots of you guys are chatting. Oh, Meg at Megs says, here's Rainbow response. We're going to retweet that so you can see Rainbow's response to her getting banned. I want to read that.
I do too.
Okay. Favorite. So we can read that when we get home.
That's it. What else do we have?
Leah J. I like the sexuality in YA is not pornography, and it's rarely overly descriptive. I was just reading the other day Weetsy Bat by Francesca Leah Block, and there are some things in there that happen that are like very
eyebrow raising.
She has a threesome with 2 gay guys, and because she wants to have a baby. I would say that's very adult subject matter, but it is in absolutely no way explicit or descriptive.
No,
she's just like, we were there, and then it happened.
Yes.
Like, if you skimmed over those lines, you would completely even miss that part. It was in, like, one sentence.
Also, hello, there is sexuality in teenagers inherently. So, that's gonna happen.
Yeah, teens have sex, and they say bad things. Is this really shocking? I don't think so.
And I think sometimes sheltering people from that makes them rebel in ways that you can't even imagine.
I completely agree. When I got to college, you could always tell the kids that were really, their parents were like overly protective because they went crazy in college, and you just...
I didn't, Mom. I didn't.
Oh.
I actually didn't, but...
I mean, it doesn't always happen like that,
but no, I did know plenty.
A lot of times that's what happens. It's like as soon as they get out of the parents' nest, it's like, boom, wild, crazy, because... there's nobody there to like reel them back in.
You're not able to read a story that shows the pros and the I don't know about this story, but like to see the pros and the cons of what your actions are. A fully fledged, built around story.
But I don't think reading this book is gonna be the reason that people go crazy and go wild and have the sex and do the drugs.
Also, I don't think this book is gonna make a non-cussing person start cussing.
No, you know what this book's gonna do? This book's gonna make me have the feels. That's what it's gonna do. That's all it's gonna do, and that's a good thing.
Calling it like I see it.
So yes, we're gonna talk more about banned books week next week. But if you guys have a blog, we really encourage you to get out there and just start the dialogue with your readers. So, all right, let's take a minute here. Let's,
tea break.
Mm-hmm.
What do we have coming up? Okay, listen, guys. We've said it over and over. September, October, November is YA paradise.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna get real.
Oh, yeah.
We have a lot of events coming up. Most specifically, we have, we're coming to Austin next week.
And there's going to be a Fierce Reads versus Dark Days battle in Austin.
We're coming for you.
We're going to be there. And
although we're not involved in the competition in any way.
Nope.
We will be screaming loudly.
Yeah, we'll be in the back. We'll be like the cheerleaders in the back. Oh, that's totally what we should do. We should organize a cheer.
Ooh.
Are any of you cheerleaders and know a good cheer?
Yeah. Can you make up a cheer for the Dark Days authors? So the Dark Days authors are Sherry Thomas. Let's see. Mindy McGinnis. Asylum.
Ray Carson.
And there's somebody who won't be in Austin who I can't.
Michelle Gagnon. She'll be there. I don't think Mindy... or Mindy will be there. I think...
Somebody... I can't remember.
One of them
be there, but
because there's 2 Lies of the Dark Days tour.
Yeah.
So it kicks off next week.
It kicks off next week. They're coming to a town near you if you live in these 3 cities.
That reminds me, if any of you are watching from Las Vegas or have friends who are book nerds in Las Vegas and bloggers, we are looking for an official blogger for our Las Vegas tour stop, which is next week. So if any of you are interested, you can email us at epicreads@harpercollins.com. We'll hook you up with some books. So, yes.
So we're going to be in Austin.
Mm-hmm.
That's coming up next week. And then, before you know it, it will be October.
And then it's Allegiant! Oh. Guys, it's 33 days left until Allegiant.
33 days. 33 days.
So we're going to be doing a lot of different things.
We're doing lots of stuff.
We're going to be giving away some cool swag, like this Allegiant t-shirt. So we'll be giving away a bunch of these. Allegiant. We also have these. Check out how shiny these are.
Ooh.
An Allegiant poster. Oh, they're so shiny. So shiny.
I like them.
I really like this. I like how shiny it is.
It is so shiny.
I feel like I could suntan with it. Although I'd probably
look how
just burn.
the glow. You see the glow on her face?
Look at that glow.
Ooh.
Look, it's almost like I have color.
Oh, yeah.
Almost like I'm not
We should
pasty.
just walk around like this.
Look, we're not super pale. Oh, wait.
Because
yes,
we have
are.
the glow of our Allegiant
the
feels.
glow of Allegiant. And
so,
then...
stick around in October.
Oh,
Because these could be yours.
Meerkat approves.
Okay, so what are we doing? We need to focus.
Okay.
We're informing them of the things we have planned.
I have, there's something about Mary Hair right now. We're doing a tea time, a special Dark Days, or not Dark Days.
Allegiant.
My mind is everywhere. Allegiant tea time, a little tea party the day after the release. So the day of the release, there's going to be the event at the 92nd Street Y here in New York, which I think they just opened up more tickets for.
They did.
Okay, so if you haven't gotten your tickets, there might be some left. Go check
And
it out.
apparently there's supposed to be a special guest. And
We have no idea who.
I don't know what that means.
But we'll be there, we'll be filming, and we'll running around and book shaming.
Probably doing this everywhere.
So there's like that whole week that Allegiant comes out. There's like the Monday, there's like lots of things happening, and we're basically going to be shadowing Veronica all that week. And posting backstage photos to our Instagram. So if you aren't following us on Instagram, you should do it now.
Yes.
Because we're gonna have like a lot of Vines videos, just all behind the scenes stuff that Veronica is doing that week.
Jenna at Jenna Does Books says, I still need to read Insurgent.
Read it.
Yes.
We're gonna host some readathons.
Yes.
Each week. A week for each book.
So the first week in October we're doing...
I think so. Divergent. And then the second week we'll be doing Insurgent.
Yes.
So if you haven't read them, that would be a good time.
To jump on the train. Come on, ride that train.
Jump on it.
And ride it. Come on, ride that train.
And
ride it.
And then, let's see, what else are we doing?
We're doing the tea time party.
Right. We are doing the tea time party. What else?
It's just going to be a grand old time.
It is.
So stay tuned to what we're doing, and that will be it.
Yeah.
Do you want to play the train music off?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, reminder, tomorrow at 7:00 p.m. Eastern, we are doing a Spreecast chat with Robin Schneider.
Oh, yeah.
Author of The Beginning of Everything.
So give us your questions, and we will ask her. Or you can come online and ask them yourself.
Okay.
That's how it happens.
And sorry, I'm getting distracted by all of these things. We have to move out of our room because they need to use it for a meeting, and we're getting kicked out. So we will see you tomorrow at 7:00 p.m. Yes. You'll all come and chat with Robin Schneider. We're going to be giving some of these away, and then next week we'll see you at 3:45. Yes. And then So
ready? Here we go.
All right, we're gonna play that. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Bye. Sorry for being a broad pop. We have to go. We can yell that way too much.